Physically, we're actually on the fourth floor of the sample hall. Yeah, Stephen and Catherine Sample Hall over in the Tutor Center, but also Iovine-Young.usc.edu. You'll see all kinds of interesting examples of the work. You know, we're in our third year, and so we just have started our junior year. The senior year is primarily the sort of capstone where the students take whatever crazy idea they've got and work it through to a final, with a prototype, business plan, whatever. In the junior year, we're actually doing a program with them where we're walking them through all of those steps, but on some specific projects that we curated for them. But it's an incredibly diverse set. One project is working with a symphony orchestra. One project is working with a satellite company. One project is working with a cancer research lab. And one project is working with a fashion company that has a social entrepreneurship model.
That's my company, by the way.
Okay.
Love it, love it. So I want you folks to be able to ask these folks some questions. So I'm going to ask one more question for each of you, and then I'm just going to open it up. Starting with Zarina on the far end. How can folks get involved? How can folks help?
Sure. One thing that we're really focusing on at the foundation with our partnerships in our schools is mentorship. We really believe that mentorship can take an experience, you know, in a classroom and turn it into something completely different. Something where kids can really see themselves as professionals, understand the pathway to careers, understand what a job as an engineer or as an app developer or as a web designer, what that can look like. So yeah, if you're interested in becoming a mentor, also funding, we always need funding. Robotics teams cost a lot of money. Our first robotics challenge, which is the highest level, costs about $6,000 per team. So if you can imagine a team in Boyle Heights, that's not easy to come by. So you can always find out more at iamangel.com. So, yeah, that's all.
Same question.
Oh, same question. So a few things. So number one, we just launched an Indiegogo campaign today. In our first year, we lost about $100,000. It's part of, you know, we go back to the workshop about branding. You know, we branded we wanted to brand something. It's a Labor Day weekend. It's a beautiful affair down in downtown Long Beach, the water, all the prime hotels, everything else. And we went from 200 submissions the first year to 400 the next year to 1,000 last year. And we got 200 just in the first 10 days of opening it up this year. We've paid down of that $100,000 about $85,000 in the last 2 years. And we're trying to get past that hurdle. And the other part is to be able to use the money to be able to set up the foundation. And when I mean the foundation, the bricks and mortar in terms of legal documents, to be able to be the type of a company that can take on investors. They talked before about don't skimp on a lawyer, don't skimp on an accountant, all the rest of those things. It's being able to get those pieces together so that Perfect Works and Long Beach Indy are an entity that people can either come in as an equity or debt investor and be able to make their money back. So that's one thing. And the second one is, if you are either a corporation, a brand who wants to connect with us as a sponsor, that's real. Film festivals don't make money off the tickets that they sell. They make money off of the sponsors that come in and kind of line the place up. So if you are one of those persons, we can create something and tailor it just for you. And then lastly, if you got a friend or whatever else who has either a film or a web series or a TV pilot or a music video, go ahead and submit to Long Beach Indy on Film Freeway. And it's a multicultural festival. We have 50% of all the films that we show each year are by women directors. And they're from all over the world, over 50 countries represented last year and everything else. So go ahead and take the chance and go ahead and see if you can be one of the people who we showcase next year. Thank you.
Great. Well, we are right in the middle of our campaign, which ends November 30th. So I'm looking for 1,000 radically generous women here in LA to become an activator by the end of November. And also looking, if you know, again, any women-led businesses are looking for funding, and the website is sheeo.world, and you can also hashtag radical generosity.
Well, we would never turn down money. You know, since we're in the education space, we need mentors. These young folks need people that they can bring their ideas, their questions, their insecurities, whatever, to. We're very, very fortunate, and I'm so glad Delilah's here, because we've been working very, very hard to make sure that, you know what often happens in tech programs, it's all guys. and we're very fortunate, we're actually at 51% women in our program. So we're